Everyone. One of the topics that's generating a lot of buzz in the media, in the news, is regards to income tax, and especially the salaried classes. And there is a debate whether the tax rates are too high and what do we get in return for the taxes. Now, let me share my story. I am an income tax payer that I have paid over 1 crore rupees in direct taxes, in personal income tax, because I'm a salaried employee working for a multinational company. And in return for the taxes that I contributed, I got a certificate like this that says, okay, this is a silver certificate of appreciation from the Ministry of Finance. And that's about it. But here's a story that I want to share about taxpayers like me and how there is an utter disregard for the rule of law when it comes to even the request from taxpayers who are contributing to the economy. And that is why my blood boils. So let me share my story. My father, a retired Indian Air Force officer, after about 35 years of serving the country honorably, he fought in 2 wars, contributed to the safety and security of the country, and decided to eventually settle in Bangalore. And at the time of retirement and settling, he decided to pour his life savings into a parcel of land in North Bangalore. He bought this land legally in 1995 and got it registered. And that is when his saga began. He, after registering the land, he then went to the local officials to have the revenue details of the land records updated. And they simply refused to do it. They asked for, I believe, some amount of bribe, and he refused. And because he refused, the file got into a black hole and got blacklisted. Now he started appealing, running around to officials, running around to district commissioner and the officials, and they simply refused to budge. And this went on for years. And by then his health had started declining. He was getting old. And I was an NRI at that time. I moved back to India to take care of my elderly parents. And one of the unresolved issues in the family was this parcel of land. And I got involved. And then I approached a good senior advocate in the Karnataka High Court. He looked at the documents, records, and said, this is a no-brainer. This should get done. So my advocate filed a writ petition in the Karnataka High Court. And the hearing happened almost instantly, in about 3 months. And the judges looked at this matter, called the other party, the district officials, to order and said, okay, it's a simple order saying, is disposed of. It is also made clear if any inquiry is required to be initiated in the matter, the inquiry is required to be conducted within 4 weeks from today, and the same shall be concluded within 6 months thereafter. And this order was passed on 16th November 2017. Can you imagine? So the officials were supposed to act within 6 months. They didn't. So my lawyer filed a writ appeal in the same High Court. And the Karnataka High Court passed an order in Jan 2020 on that appeal saying, okay, now the officials must act. And they again simply refused to act. Now, a couple of years went by. I continued to file RTI after RTI, right to information, seeking details about my case, about why my file was stuck. And they simply refused to act. Now, I took the matter to the State Information Commission. And the State Information Commission, during a hearing, ordered the Tahsildar, that official who was dragging his feet, to provide that information, the revenue records, to me, and he refused. So they put a fine of 10,000 rupees personally on that official. They still refused to act. I went to the Deputy Commissioner, appealed to him, and he tweeted back that he would review my matter. And a couple of months after he tweeted back, I see in the news that he had been arrested, the Deputy Commissioner of Bangalore, the senior for reviewing a land record similar to my case. So obviously my case went into the black hole. And I kept appealing, sent appeal, met the Deputy Chief Minister. Nothing really happened. And then finally I went back to High Court again. In 2023, March, the court again ordered the DC to review the matter and pass an order based on the law within 45 days. And the DC still didn't act. So my lawyer again filed a contempt of court. And when the contempt of court petition was filed, that is when the DC finally reviewed the matter and passed an order. Is a genuine one. The Tahsildar of Yelahanka is directed to take steps to mutate in the name of the respondent. Now, this was in August of 2023. Tahsildar simply refused to act. I waited for months, again filed RTI, and then finally filed an appeal with the Lokayukta, the ombudsman of Karnataka government. And the Tahsildar was called to order and his statement was taken. And he finally sends me a letter saying, we are unable to provide you the details because your file has now been sent to the BDA, the Bangalore Development Authority. But it has been years since this has been dragging in the courts and they refuse to act. And in the background, they've been acting on this all the time. I see a lot of developments happening. All my neighbors in that area have built houses, got electric connections, got drainage, got water, and are living a peaceful life. It's just my parcel of land now notified and given over to BD. Now, all this. The situation for taxpayers in Karnataka seems to be hopeless. Just last week, the Karnataka Revenue Minister admitted in the legislature that corruption at the lowest levels in revenue department is rampant. So this just goes to prove my case is not unique. So in summary, mine is clearly a case of justice delayed is justice denied. After 30 years, after my father purchased and registered the land, the documents have still not been updated. I'm still not able to enjoy the use of the land that we have legally acquired. Officials have not acted on over 5 orders from the Karnataka High Court. Now this shows a taxpayer who has paid over 1 crore rupees in income tax in the past 4 or 5 years has simply no legal recourse to land rights in India. The reason I'm posting here is to share my story. Do a like, share and help me amplify my plight. Thank you.